morning, Lucas County job seekers, and welcome to Ohio Means Jobs, Lucas County Jobs in the 419. I'm Darlene White, Program Manager at Ohio Means Jobs, and
I'm Ron Jones, the Community Outreach Specialist at Ohio Means Jobs.
so Ron,
Darlene.
I only have a few more times to do this.
Yeah.
You have 11 days
11 days.
for your
A New Year's resolution.
Have you thought about it?
I can't stop thinking about it.
You only have another couple weeks left, and you're going to have to come up with it.
I still haven't come up with anything.
All right, well, I'm going to give you enough time to start thinking about it.
Okay.
All right. So we've got a couple things happening here today.
Okay.
All right, and what I wanted to share with our job seekers was this great job search readiness type of platform that we have, right?
Yes.
And we've been using it for the last year and a half, basically. We have well over 500 people that have invested some time in this, and it's called Accenture.
Right.
And you work at, your own pace.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's these different components that I think our job seekers will find very interesting, that will help them not only in the first segment of getting onto the job readiness platform, some preparation with there's assessments so you can determine your knowledge on whether or not you are job ready.
Right.
Some of the correct steps you should take in writing a resume or interviewing or, taking a look at your soft skills. So we talk about the workshops that we have during the week. This can also supplement that experience. I don't want it to take the place of it, but it will supplement it.
Yeah.
So how we go about doing this is if someone's going to be interested, let's say, in wanting to participate in Accenture.
Well, let me ask you a question. What type of people do you think would benefit from Accenture?
I think anyone who, first of all, feels that they don't have the confidence.
Right.
But it could also be people who are a little rusty at the re-entering of the job market, because we do have a number of people who have been employed for several decades and never thought about having to go back out in the community to investigate opportunities.
Exactly. When we talk about job readiness, sometimes a lot of people might feel that they are job ready, but at the same time they have almost like this anxiety about getting into the job market for the first time, and maybe, like you said, maybe it's been decades, maybe even working at the same place. Maybe you had a break in employment, and you have a lot of anxiety about just getting yourself out there. If that's you, then you might not be, you might benefit from this stuff, right?
True.
I don't want to say you're not job ready. You might be. The point of this is that we'll be able to help you out and figure it out and get you into this program.
Well, and as I mentioned, the last podcast I talked about rejection.
Right.
Who likes rejection?
Nobody.
So the only way to be prepared is to go through it, not go around it, and take the time. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what you might learn. So after you do this job readiness platform, right, there are other things that you can actually get involved with. All right. So there's not only are there the job readiness and career planning types of resources, but there's other foundational skills that are attached to digital literacy. Also financial literacy that could be coupled with what we have our NeighborWorks friendship here that they support, right? And then there's also going to be things that are involved in communications, diversity, problem solving, professionalism and work ethics, self-awareness, self-direction, integrity, time management. So all of these have a very nice presentation. And I had learned not too long ago that one of our local companies here, Root Learning, had somewhat of a hand in making that possible. So I think this is just not like what we're doing here, but this is like an international type of organization. And so I would like to challenge people to participate. And what we're going to do is we can show you how to make that happen here on the screen, or you can walk into our resource room and we can sign you up.
Right.
And I just think it would be a benefit. Not only that, what's really cool about this is you can get a certificate of the things that you completed.
Right.
It launches a certificate of completion and will help you feel a little bit more confident in what you've accomplished.
Exactly. And I just want to stress again, like if you're feeling anxious about your job search, reach out to us. Let us know. Maybe we can help you get job ready. What I really like about Accenture, and I'm not sure if it does this for every single program, but they do like a pre-assessment, like a pre-test, where it kind of gauges how much you know. And then you complete the program and you take either the same or a very similar test, and it shows you how much you've improved, which I think is really encouraging for a lot of folks.
Well, it is, and it's also set that you score at least 80% on the post-test.
Right.
And then allows you the opportunity, let's say if you didn't make the mark, to be able to go back and review what you answered incorrectly and so forth. Yeah.
Really valuable resource.
I think so. So again, check out the screen here, and it'll give you information on how you can go about making your inquiry into our Accenture Job Readiness platform.
Great.
Okay. Now, we have some hot jobs today.
We sure do. Yeah.
And I know everybody's always waiting to hear about these.
Absolutely. So I'll go ahead and kick it off here. So our first hot job is for a manufacturing technician. This is a second or third shift position. The company is seeking a highly skilled manufacturing technician to join the team. The ideal candidate will be responsible for operating and maintaining production equipment, ensuring product specifications and tolerance levels met. Role requires expertise in CNC operations, programming, and a strong understanding of manufacturing safety and quality control. Safely operate complex production equipment and manufacturing software. Follow digital work instructions, blueprints, and guides. Execute equipment calibration, preventative maintenance, and troubleshooting. Set up and operate automatic or semi-automatic machines and continuous production process. Monitor and maintain control of production process specifications. Conduct quality control and in-process production testing. Set up and modify programs for robotics and vision systems. Perform troubleshooting and make necessary adjustments to equipment. Complete all necessary documentation and electronic data entries accurately and timely. So the candidate's going to need to have a high school diploma, 1 to 3 years of CNC experience, previous programming experience preferred, strong knowledge in manufacturing safety, technical manufacturing, and basic computer skills, proficiency in shop math and precision measurement tools, and WorkKeys recommendations are 4s for all 3 levels of the WorkKeys.
There we go again.
That's right. Yep.
Emphasis on the WorkKeys.
Yeah, so level 4s for all the WorkKeys. So if you're interested, we've talked about WorkKeys a lot on the podcast, but we're just going to reiterate it again. WorkKeys is like a test you can take for graphic literacy, mathematics, and workplace documents, right? You get a score for each one. And each one of those scores represents a certain level. So you can get bronze, silver, gold. And platinum.
Yep.
And we help people get connected with those tests.
We have probably close to, I'd say, 7,800 maybe.
Yeah.
7,900 people locally that have been tested.
Right.
And they're good for 5 years.
Yeah.
It's like $100 value. And most people are pleasantly surprised when they take it the first time. They actually pass.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about job number 3 here. So this is for, job number 2. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is for a CDL Flatbed Driver. This position is for a CDL Flatbed Driver who has 2 years of CDL-A experience. The position is paying $28.50 an hour, average of 40 to 50 hours per week, 47 cents per mile after 300 miles, $25 per additional stop, $30 per layover, which averages once a month. So they're saying here, home time, be home daily, new equipment, 2023 and newer Peterbilt and International Day cabs, Conestoga trailers, no tarping required, full benefit package after 30 days, which is pretty nice, consistent routes covering Ohio, Michigan, half of Pennsylvania, and most of New York. Responsibilities include safely transport and deliver elevator parts to construction job sites, maintain consistent communication with dispatch regarding arrival times, delays, or schedule changes, accurately complete all necessary paperwork, including bills of lading, manifests, shipping documents, adhere to all DOT regulations and company safety standards, perform pre-trip and post-trip vehicle inspections, Your qualifications are, of course, a minimum of a Class A CDL, minimum 2 years of verifiable CDA flatbed experience, clean MVR, no more than 3 accidents or 3 violations in the past years, must be at least 21 years of age, have only 1 CDL license in your state or residence, meet FMCSA requirements, be flexible with schedule due to varying start times, ability to pass a TKSCS behind the wheel road test. They offer competitive company benefits and more. So that sounds like a good deal.
And we have plenty of folks out there
Yeah,
that have actually been, trained in
absolutely.
CDL.
And more every day. So some
Yes.
people might be in training right now.
Hmm.
And if you're hearing this, these are the kinds of jobs that
But we don't hear very many about the flatbed.
That's true. Yeah.
So this might be for that special person out there who's got that experience.
Right.
So I have something that we very rarely hear about.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be a warranty lead specialist position.
Mm-hmm.
But what's interesting about it, it's hybrid.
Okay.
Because we really haven't had much of that lately.
That's true.
Everything's
Yeah.
been, in-house. You got to go into the warehouse,
Right.
so forth, things like that, depending upon where the job is. But this is a hybrid position, and it serves as a resource for the entire warranty team.
Wow.
Now, we all know what a warranty is,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we've had the experience of when we make a purchase somewhere, someone says, would you like to get a warranty with that?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this person is going to need to be a proactive leader. They're going to need to be able to mentor team members and handle complex inquiries and maintain accountability within the warranty process.
Mm-hmm.
Because, have you ever heard of one of those situations where all of a sudden the warranty's up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me before.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to build strong relationships with manufacturing, quality, and other technical leaders in the team to essentially ensure alignment on claim dispositions.
Sure.
So they have to probably evaluate everything that comes in and make some decision or judgment call.
Yeah.
Occasionally, direct involvement in resolving escalated claims will be necessary. So in this role, the lead specialist is going to be responsible for addressing inquiries from internal and external stakeholders, assisting with claim escalations, driving quality initiatives, monitoring overall activity, and helping the team achieve its key metrics. So we're looking at a minimum qualification structure of a bachelor's degree, prior people leadership experience preferred, minimum 3 to 5 years of experience in a warranty, quality, or customer service lead role. Now, here's some of these additional attributes, because again, we're looking at some of the soft skills, and we tell people to pay attention to these in job descriptions as they're trying to highlight what possible attributes they can bring to the potential employer. So these include negotiation skills, strong organizational skills, project management, strong problem-solving skills, and general business acumen.
Right.
They will need to demonstrate their leadership capabilities, understand change management, ability to coach, mentor, and improve the performance of others, have strong written and verbal communication skills, work well in a team environment, and be proficient in the use of Microsoft Office.
Yeah, but this is the type of job where you really do have to have some resiliency as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're definitely dealing with people when they're in frustrating situations, and you got to be able to handle that.
Well, yeah, especially if they might have paid for a warranty and then all of a sudden now it's expired. So you have to have a little bit of, empathy.
Yes.
And working with people and find solutions that can help them despite the fact that we may have a situation that isn't exactly easy to handle. So in order to find a little bit more about the benefit structure, you will need to make application for this. And I think that would be important to do. The other thing that I want to say here is if you're not, there's that word proficient on that Microsoft Office. So I say to people, North Star Digital Literacy.
Yeah.
Come in, check it out. Your glass may be half full. You'll find out when you take the assessments.
Yeah.
But you'll learn what you're not proficient in.
Right.
And then you can work on improving in those areas because you do not want to say you're proficient if in fact
You're not.
you're not. The next hot job that we have is an occupational therapist.
Very interesting.
I know. So this person's responsible for providing a full range of occupational therapy services, including assessments, treatment planning, and therapeutic interventions in an interdisciplinary environment consistent with the position's qualifications, practices, and ethical standards. So they must have and maintain a current valid state of Ohio occupational therapy licensure or registration. Current valid CPR certification is preferred. So the education needs to be a degree in occupational therapy from an accredited program, 0 to 1 year's experience.
Mm-hmm.
So this is somebody that's pretty much coming right out of the chute.
Exactly.
So their responsibility will be to conduct assessments, develop individualized treatment plans, implement therapeutic interventions, educate the patients and the families on techniques and strategies for daily living activities, document patient progress and adapt treatment plans as necessary, collaborate with the team so that they can ensure a comprehensive patient care program, and then other duties as assigned. So we now have a comprehensive benefit package with health, dental, and vision. And that's after your first month. So we've been hearing this a little bit more, frequently.
Yeah, that's great.
And then again, we have student loan repayment.
That's so cool. I every time this pops up, I think, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Student loans are so tough for people. So as a benefit, what a great idea for a benefit.
I know, but there's one more cherry on top of this Sunday.
Okay, yeah.
First-time home buyers program.
That's really cool too.
I know.
That's really awesome.
I think, if people are listening to this, they also have these programs when you talk to NeighborWorks,
Sure.
to our financial opportunity center.
Yeah.
So to hear something like this actually inside of, the application for a job is really...
That's really special.
It is.
Yeah.
So this position is offering, it's full-time, between $50,000 and $55,000 a year.
Great.
I know. I thought that was really, really exciting to see that.
Good find.
So we have, we need to talk about what's coming up in the next few days here. And I wanted to make a point to highlight our partner TrainCo has been interested in setting up a table in the resource room. So Jimmy and Tammy over at TrainCo are going to be at our facility on December the 16th at 9:30.
Right.
They're going to come in before the orientation at 10:30 on Monday, which is today, so that they can talk to some potential people interested in the CDL Class A.
Right.
I do believe they also train for Class B as well.
Gotcha.
But Class A's
it's
the most wanted licensure. So mark your calendar today, right now, so that if you need to drive over, you can come over and speak with them. They'll be here for a few hours today, giving you some insight into the labor market for CDL, and then also the requirements for individuals that are thinking about getting their CDL, because not everyone might know all of the ins and outs for that particular occupation, and then also maybe share some of the business connections, that social capital that they have with the business community.
Exactly. So I'll put their phone number up here in case folks want to give them a call, but definitely if you can, come by today, the 16th, and see them this morning.
Yep.
Hopefully you get this in time and you can come in and say hello. But if you're interested in the CDL, TrainCo is one of our partners, and they're very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've also got some other stuff coming up. So today, the 16th, I will be at Mott Branch Library from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. On Wednesday, the 18th, we have a few things going on, right? The most important thing is it's Third Wednesday, right?
Yes.
So we have our event. It's aimed at re-entering citizens, but it's available for everyone to come attend. We'll have some community resources, employers. We'll have an attorney from ABLE who will come by to talk to folks about record sealing and expungement processes and things like that if you want some information about that. So that's Wednesday the 18th. Thursday, I will be, Thursday the 19th, I will be at Mott Branch Library from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. But we also have our financial literacy workshop for this month on Thursday the 19th. That's offered through NeighborWorks. So I'm going to put the flyer up right here so everybody at home can see the flyer. Come to the financial literacy class, learn about, if you've got questions about taxes or, you're looking to build credit, if you've got debt that you need to work on, NeighborWorks is here to help you out with that, with that kind of knowledge. On Monday the 23rd, I will be at Sanger Branch Library from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday the 24th, our office will be closed. And then Wednesday the 25th, the office will be closed for the holiday. But we'll be back on Thursday the 26th, where I'll be at Sanger Branch Library from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then after that, we're getting into the new year.
So I want to add to the financial literacy piece there.
Sure.
We have NeighborWorks. They're going to be offering free tax services this year.
Oh, that's great.
So you may want to, put a little note to yourself about that, because
Definitely.
some places people go, they have to pay depending upon how big the return is.
Right.
Could be several hundreds of dollars, and we're all trying to pinch our pennies.
Of course.
So think about what you could be saving when you could get this for free, and this is for real, folks. It's real.
Yeah.
And these folks go through significant training.
They do.
They have other professionals that overlook the work before it's sent off to the IRS. Yeah. And all interested parties will be directed to go through 211.
Okay.
Because it's a first come, first served basis.
Right.
But they have a talented team working on this, and for a while there, they were looking for volunteers that were interested in wanting to learn more about tax preparation.
Sure.
So I think that's really an important thing.
Yeah.
So mark your calendar. And I don't know, you have any other things that you can think of that we may need to bring up, because we've,
A few things. So first of all, we talked about some hot jobs today. You can always find the full hot jobs list on omjlc.com. It's under the job seekers tab. You just scroll down, you find hot jobs. Should say hot jobs list there. You can download it. You can find the full list. You should be able to click right on the link and go straight to the jobs that you're interested in. And that gets updated weekly. So, you can always stop in there to see a good list of jobs. And then, of course, don't forget to follow us on social media. So we're on all of it.
Yeah.
Should be up on the screen right now. You're on Instagram, so are we. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on all these things. So
Well, and I also think about job seeker withdrawal. Okay.
Sure.
So like during the holidays, if you have kids that are home from school and you need to keep yourself occupied, doing something for yourself, maybe get in one of those moments where you can sit somewhere else and just contemplate what your next move might be. Remember the Accenture program.
Yeah.
This is where you can go back in, you can work at your own pace, you can see the results of your efforts, and you might want to, do that here before we get too close to the holiday.
Exactly.
When we're closed for a few days.
Exactly.
So it's that time where we've got to be able to tell everyone to have a safe and happy holiday season, and
we'll be back on the 30th with a special guest, Lisa from the Benefit Bridge program. She's going to be here to talk about that. Hopefully, folks really look forward to that and will enjoy it. I think they're going to like it.
And if anyone has any particular topics, too, that they'd like for us to present that they think could also be helpful, you can contact us at the 419-213-5627, because we want to make sure that we're touching on some specific topics that really resonate well with the people we're working with.
Yeah.
So, again, have a safe and happy holiday season, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
Okay.